David always felt the shadow of his younger sister, Emily. She was vibrant, where he was reserved, outgoing, where he was introverted. Yet their bond remained, a quiet understanding humming beneath the surface. He remembered her as a child, trailing him with wide, adoring eyes. He was her protector, her confidant after their parents died. He looked after her and cared for her. Now, as adults, their roles subtly shifted. Emily, successful and independent, often checked on her elder brother, a hint of concern in her eyes. He brushed it off, attributing it to their age difference, but a seed of unease began to sprout within him. It started subtly. Aches, stiffness. He attributed it to age. He was, after all, nearing 40. But then came the more alarming changes. His skin, once weathered, felt smoother. His reflection in the mirror seemed younger. At first he dismissed it. A trick of the light, perhaps? But the changes persisted, growing more pronounced with each passing day. His clothes felt loose. His face, once etched with lines of time, appeared strangely smooth. He felt a chill run down his spine. This was not normal aging. This was something far stranger, far more unsettling. Panic gnawed at him. Doctors were baffled, their tests inconclusive. He felt himself regressing, his body betraying him in the cruelest way possible. Sleep offered no escape, filled with disturbing dreams of his childhood, his memories vivid, almost tangible. Emily, ever the caring sister, insisted on moving in to help him through this difficult time. He appreciated her support, but her constant presence, her intense gaze, began to unnerve him. There was something off about her concern, a touch too eager, a touch too possessive. A terrifying thought began to take root in his mind. Was Emily somehow responsible for this bizarre reversal? His sister's attentiveness became stifling. She fussed over him, her touch lingering a moment too long. She brought him toys once his body regressed to that of a child, reminiscing about their childhood. Her behavior, once endearing, now felt suffocating, laced with a disturbing undercurrent. One day he overheard her on the phone, her voice hushed, urgent. "The transformation is progressing faster than anticipated," she whispered. "Yes, the serum, it's working, but I need more. Soon." His blood ran cold. Serum? Transformation? The pieces clicked into place, forming a horrifying picture. Emily was behind this, but why? Confrontation, it was inevitable. He cornered Emily, his voice trembling with a mixture of fear and accusation.
"What have you done to me?" he demanded, his voice a broken rasp.
She didn't deny it. Her eyes, usually bright and cheerful, held a chilling calmness. "You were getting old, David," she said, her voice soft, soothing. "I wanted to help you, give you a second chance."
He recoiled from her touch. "This isn't help, Emily. This is monstrous." His reflection in the mirror mocked him, a grotesque parody of his former self. He was trapped in this nightmare, and the one person he trusted had pushed him into the abyss.
Days blurred into weeks. His regression accelerated from child to toddler. Finally, he became a baby again. Emily even had taken some of the youth serum and barely looked like a woman in her early 20s. He struggled to speak. His words were a slurred, lisping, infantile. He was losing himself, his independence gone, along with control over his own body. He was a prisoner in his own skin, a horrifying mockery of his former self. He saw the flicker of something dark in Emily's eyes, a possessiveness that chilled him to the bone. She spoke of their childhood, of him as a baby in those old photo albums, of how she always wanted a little brother to care for. He was no longer David, her brother, he was her son now. He was becoming something else, something malleable, a blank slate upon which she could project her twisted desires. One evening, as he lay helpless in a crib, Emily started unbuttoning her blouse, her eyes shining with a disturbing light. "There, there, little one," she crooned, her voice sickly sweet. "It's time for your milk." He recoiled from her body, his mind screaming in silent horror. Milk? Was she insane? He was a grown man trapped in the infant's body, but a man nonetheless. The look on her face, the soft maternal smile, sent chills down his spine. This was wrong. This was beyond wrong. This was incestuous. The thought echoed in his mind, a horrifying whisper of the truth. He saw the truth in her eyes, the warped reflection of love, twisted into something possessive, something monstrous. She didn't see him as her older brother anymore. She saw a chance to relive a past with him as her younger brother that she never had, to mold him, to possess him completely. Was it love? Or was it something far more sinister, a need for control masked as affection? He didn't know anymore. All he knew was fear, a primal terror that clawed at the edges of his mind. He was trapped, his body betraying him as he sucked on her nipple for her warm breast milk. His body's instincts regressed to that of an infant. His own sister had become his jailer. And as he drifted further into the abyss of infancy, he knew that the brother she claimed to love was gone, replaced by something she could control, something she could call her own. The future stretched before him, a bleak landscape of forced dependence and unspoken horrors. He, once a man with hopes and dreams, was now at the mercy of his sister's twisted love. Would she tire of her living doll, a baby that she could bathe, dress, and show off to her friends? People they knew seeing him naked and exposed with his infant body on full display to tease over. His manhood reduced to something cute to look at. Would she realize the monstrousness of her actions? Would she allow him to grow up, or would he be forever trapped in this infantile prison, a testament to her misguided affection? He didn't know. Would he be doomed to decades of diapers, breastfeedings, and crying behind crib bars for attention as he sat in soiled diapers? All he could do was wait and watch and pray for a miracle that might never come. His story, once full of promise, had become a cautionary tale, a chilling reminder of the fine line between love and madness.